and welcome to my PLN final reflection. My name is Julie Hensel, and this is a Screencastify video that I will be doing to guide you through my PLN development, goals, and reflection. Right now, you're looking at my Google site, my e-portfolio for Tech 401. This is the home page, but I would like to guide you through my PLN development page. So here we go. One thing I'd like to point out is that I actually included each week's PLN map to show the growth that I've experienced in this class and the work I've put in towards developing my PLN. So I remember in the first week thinking that this map was pretty thorough. And it's funny to think about now because I've really grown a lot and I've been able to develop my PLN, and I'm very proud of the work I've accomplished on that. So in the first week, I decided that my PLN consisted of social media, my online presence, work conferences, colleagues, and friends. And in the second week, I realized very quickly that I actually do a whole lot more than that. But also I started to try and add more to my map. So I added technology curation in my Wakelet. And I also added educational organizations that I belong to this networking map. I started tweeting on Twitter, and I started following people on Pinterest, looking for creative ideas on Pinterest. I even subscribed to educational YouTube channels. And I really started to do more communicating in the second week. By week 3, I continued to add to this map, and now in week 4, I feel very proud of the work that I've done. And I'd like to talk through some of that in more detail. So that's at the top of the page. If you scroll down, I included on this page that you can find me online in more than just Twitter, Pinterest, YouTube. Also, you can find a link here to my middle school band program website that I've created. And one thing I wanted to point out about this website is it's kind of funny. I actually was curating tools on this website long before I realized exactly what that meant. So if we visit this site, this is what I use with my students and their parents as a communication tool. And running an entire band program, there's so much information to share. So I was already curating tools, and these tools helped me to start my Wakelet. So I had curated in the past video lessons for my students. So instrument-specific YouTube video lessons. And I had also curated a few other tools. All right. And you can see my Twitter here as well. And then towards the bottom of this page, you can see my PLN goals and plans in the Google Doc that I use to keep track of all of that. And I would like to talk through some of that during this Screencastify. So really, some of the big changes I've made during this class to develop and grow my PLN is that I joined Twitter. At first, I was very skeptical about Twitter, and I'm still not honestly in love with the idea of adding more social media to my life. However, after talking to many friends and colleagues about Twitter, taking this class, trying it out myself, I would like to continue to use it and see how I like it. My account is strictly professional, not at all personal. I have connected with all of my colleagues I could find on Twitter, and I would like to continue to do so. I look forward to sharing educational articles and ideas with them and others that I find along the way. I would like to use this platform to actually advocate for arts education, especially with so many changes that are happening and that are coming in education due to COVID-19 and the way that we will be teaching and learning. I noticed that administrators in my district are also on Twitter, and we started following each other. And I think that this is a great platform for me to be able to, again, advocate for music education and arts education. So my PLN has grown significantly. A few things I wanted to share here is that in the first week, my goal was to simply explore new ways to connect with educators through the internet. And I created the Twitter account and I started exploring. So I feel like I met that goal. Looking back at that, I feel like I actually maybe did a little bit more than what I logged here. In week 2, I said I had 2 goals. I was going to ask friends, colleagues, and classmates how they use the internet to interact professionally, and I would continue to use Twitter to explore the world of education online. And I do feel that I've met both of those goals. Throughout my time in this class, I actually find myself having really meaningful conversations with other teacher friends of mine. And I didn't always log that on this document here until week 4. I realized that that's totally a great way of gaining ideas and, again, communicating with people. So I did add that to this log. But I continued to explore Twitter like I said I would in week 2. And I started to realize what it was all about. In week 3, my goal was I will increase my professional presence online. And in bold, I put here, editing my LinkedIn page and increasing my presence on Twitter made me feel like I really reached that goal in week 3. I've always had a LinkedIn page for, I would say, maybe 8 years, and I haven't updated it or edited it in so long that it really looked unprofessional, and I was a little bit embarrassed about that. So I was grateful for the opportunity in this class to update that. And now it's something I'm way more proud of. And going forward, I'm excited about the fact that I'm representing myself professionally online through that platform more so than I was before. In week 3, I also started searching for people and organizations on Twitter. I started uploading professional videos to my YouTube channel, which is another platform I'd like to talk about before the Screencastify video is over. And I've talked about some of these things there. So let's move on to week 4. My last goal was that I will use social media to share ideas with other educators, and I do feel like I've accomplished that as well. I started reading and posting articles on Twitter, which I'm proud of myself for doing because I have to say I've never done that before. It's a little out of my comfort zone. It's not very much like me as an educator, so I'm trying something new. And also in week 4, I continued to post things on social media, on YouTube, and I did start advocating, like I said, was a goal of mine. Let's go back to my page here. I just wanted to mention a few more things. So YouTube, I look forward to using in the future because I do teach music. I think it's a great platform for me to be able to showcase the work of my students and I. So I do look forward to continuing to use that in the future. And lastly, I just wanted to reiterate the fact that I really enjoyed creating a Wakelet and curating tools. And I have shared my Wakelet on Twitter. I've shared it with parents and students. And I look forward to continuing to curate music education tools and being able to use that in the classroom and share that with people online. Overall, I feel like I've learned so much about developing a PLN, the importance of doing so, and I'm very grateful for everything I've learned in this class. And I do think that we do have a responsibility as educators to represent ourselves professionally, but also we have so much that we can share and we can communicate about as educators online to better each other. So thank you for listening to my Screencastify and have a great day.